Did Betty Bayo know her time was running out? The video that just surfaced will make your heart stop.
And my mom is not feeling well, so I have to do all the work by myself.
A mother having conversations with her teenage daughter, conversations that now feel like final goodbyes. In the weeks before her shocking death, gospel singer Betty Bayo was caught on camera preparing her daughter Sky for something, but what exactly?
Being all by yourself.
These are not just casual chats, these are deep, emotional moments that Kenyans are now calling eerily prophetic. And when you see what she told Sky about handling life without her, you'll understand why the entire nation is asking, did Betty Bayo somehow know?
Okay, now, you be going all alone now. I have taught you morals. I have taught you God.
Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal about Betty Bayo's final weeks will change everything you thought you knew about this beloved gospel star. Sky Victor's YouTube channel was supposed to be a fun platform where a teenage girl shared her life with the world.
Hi guys, come with me to make pilau.
But looking back at these videos now, they feel different, heavier, more intentional. In one particular video that has now gone viral, Betty sits down with Sky for what appears to be a casual game session, but the conversation quickly turns serious. Betty starts asking Sky about their blended family situation.
Question number one, what most do you love about this family?
How she feels about having two fathers, Pastor Victor Kanyari, her biological dad, and Hiram Gitau, also known as Tosh, her stepfather. Sky, with the honesty only a 13-year-old can deliver, admits that she's mostly okay with it, but she confesses to moments of confusion, like on Father's Day or when the time for a parent-teacher conference. Who do I bring? She asked her mother. Betty doesn't just brush off these concerns. Instead, she leans in, really listens, and then delivers advice that now feels like it was meant for a moment far beyond that day. She tells Sky, you need to prioritize your own happiness. Don't lose yourself trying to please everyone in this family dynamic. Words that seemed wise then, but now feels like a mother preparing her daughter for the journey ahead.
Should have one big personal question to me.
Without her. But that wasn't the only conversation. In another video, one that is particularly difficult to watch now, Betty and Sky are discussing life changes. Sky was preparing to travel, possibly for her acting pursuits, with family friend Saram Tali later revealed were part of Betty's grand plans for her daughter. Betty had dreams of Sky becoming a global citizen, attending summer programs at Cambridge and Harvard. But in this moment, Betty says something that stops you cold.
Being all by yourself.
I am not always going to be there, but I have taught you God. I have taught you morals. You are going to meet different people who are exposed and have different views about life. Listen to those words again.
I have taught you morals. I have taught you God.
I am not always going to be there. Was this just a mother preparing her daughter for independence, or did Betty Bayo somehow sense what was coming? The video shows a pattern of Betty's consistently steering conversations towards resilience, independence, and strength. She was just being a good mom, she was being intentional, almost strategic. In multiple appearances on Sky's channel, she addressed difficult topics head-on: blended family dynamics, standing up for yourself, and knowing who to trust, maintaining your values when you're alone. These are conversations most parents have with their kids eventually, but Betty seemed to be accelerating the timeline, cramming years of wisdom into weeks and months. While Betty was filming these videos with Sky, something else was happening behind the scenes, something she fought desperately to keep private. Her close friend and fellow gospel artist Shiru GP later revealed the painful truth about Betty's final weeks. The first signs appeared in mid-October. And according to Shiru, Betty woke up one night bleeding heavily in her bed. Too weak to call for help, she somehow made it to her car and started honking the horn desperately, trying to alert her neighbors. Can you imagine the terror of that particular moment? Now, let's go back to those videos on Sky Victor's YouTube channel, because when you watch them now, Knowing what happened just weeks later, they hit completely different. In the blended family conversations, Betty doesn't just give Sky advice about navigating relationships with two fathers. She teaches her daughter a life philosophy. Don't lose yourself while trying to please others. This is the kind of wisdom that usually comes from a lifetime of experience. But Betty was compressing it, distilling it, and making sure that Sky understood it now, not later, now. In another video, when discussing Sky's upcoming travels, Betty's words take on an almost prophetic quality. She explicitly tells Sky how to handle difficult situations, who to confide in when things get tough, what to do when she feels alone or confused. It's as if Betty was creating a roadmap for Sky to follow, a guide for navigating life without her mother physically present. Fans who watched these videos since Betty's death have flooded the comment sections with observations. It's like she knew a mother's intuition is real. She was preparing her baby for the journey ahead, and this is too painful to watch. But here is what is really remarkable. Betty didn't just prepare Sky for loss, she prepared her for life. In their conversations, Betty emphasized independence. Don't rely on others for your happiness. Faith. Ground yourself in God and morals. Resilience. You'll meet different people with different views. Stay true to yourself. Self-awareness. Know who you are so others can define you. And these aren't just parenting tips. These are survival strategies, and Betty delivered them with a sense of urgency that in hindsight feels deliberate. Sarah Mtalii, the tours and travel mogul who was close to Betty, revealed that after her death that Betty had massive plans for Sky, summer programs at Cambridge and Harvard, global exposure, a future beyond Kenyan borders, and Betty wasn't just dreaming, she was actively planning, investing and preparing. But somewhere in that process, did Betty sense that she might not be there to see these plans come to fruition? Is that why she doubled down on preparing Sky emotionally and spiritually? The timing is what makes people wonder. These videos were not filmed years ago. They are very recent, some from just months before Betty Bayo's death, and they all carry the same theme, preparing Sky to be strong without her. When news of Betty's death broke the internet on November 10th, the Kenyan gospel community went into collective mourning. Pastor Victor Kanyari, despite being her ex-husband, was devastated. His simple tribute on social media, "Rest in peace, Mama Sky, the mother to my kids." No long speeches, just a father acknowledging the woman who gave him children. In a video that later surfaced, Kanyari is seen weeping uncontrollably at the hospital, unable to accept that Betty was really gone. So, did Betty Bayo know her time was running out? The evidence suggests that she might have sensed something, whether it was a mother's intuition or spiritual awareness or simply the wisdom of someone who understood the fragility of life. We will never know for certain, but what we do know now is this. Betty Bayo used her final moments not to allow in self-pity, not to announce her illness for sympathy, not to make her dying a public performance. Instead, she did what mothers have done since the beginning of time. She prepared her children, she taught them and she loved them. She equipped them for the journey ahead. And those videos on Sky Victor's YouTube channel are not just content anymore. They're a mother's final gift, a roadmap for living, a testament for intentional parenting. Betty Bayo may have lost her battle with leukemia on November 10, 2025, but in those conversations with Sky, she won something far more important. She ensured that her daughter would carry her wisdom, her values, her strength long after her voice was silenced. Betty sang about the 11th hour throughout her career, that moment when hope arrives just in time, and perhaps in a way we didn't expect, that is exactly what happened. Not a physical healing, but something much deeper. Those conversations were Betty's 11th hour's gift to Sky, delivered just in time, just before she could no longer speak. Rest in peace, Betty Bayo. Gospel singer, a mother, a friend, and a woman who understood that true legacy isn't measured in songs or streams, but in the strength you build in those you leave behind. To Sky Victor, the world is watching you with love and support as you navigate this journey your mother prepared you for. You are not alone, and to every parent watching this, take a lesson from Betty Bayo. Tomorrow is never promised. Don't wait to have important conversations. Don't delay teaching the crucial lessons. Prepare your children not just for success but for life with all its unexpected turns. Because in the end, that is the most loving thing you can do. This is the story of Betty Bayo's shocking final moments with Sky, a story of prophetic mothering, hidden battles and love that transcends death itself. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and remember, live intentionally, love deeply, and leave a legacy that outlasts your voice.